Here are some steps that you can follow when you're in the moving process. I'm Sandra Namato, and if this is your first time on this channel and you want to learn everything about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play in Toronto, make sure you tap the subscribe button and click the bell so you're notified every time we upload a new video. And honestly, we get so many phone calls and emails and texts every single day from people moving here. We just love to help them. So even if you're thinking about moving anywhere in the Toronto or GTA area, make sure you give us a call, shoot us an email, or hit the Calendly link below to book an appointment. Days, nights, weekends, we got your back when you're moving to Toronto. 6 weeks before your move. I know it sounds like a long time, but it's not. Time will fly. So start even earlier if you can, but set aside a budget for the move. Know exactly what it's going to cost you for your moving company, for supplies, or if you have somebody coming in to pack for you, professional packers. You want to know what your budget is. Confirm, of course, your moving date. That can change. So confirm your moving date. Book your movers or ask friends and family to lend a hand, but maybe be careful not to rely on friends and family solely. Comes from experience. Create a floor plan of your new home and plan where to place your furniture, plus how much you can take. Maybe you're going into something that is smaller, doesn't have as many levels or as many rooms. So you want to make sure that you know where your furniture is going to go as much as possible, right? Arrange for insurance coverage for your new home. Now, if you have a mortgage here in Canada or in Toronto, you will need to have home insurance before the lender will forward the money, just so you know. Arrange to transfer school records and medical records, dental records, anything you can get your hands on. Identify new services like daycare, dentists, banks. Know where the urgent care centers are and hospitals. Know where they're located. And donate anything unwanted. There are plenty of places that will take your beloved belongings that you don't want or need anymore, or just can't take with you. So donate them. Let's try to keep them out of the landfill. 4 weeks out, gather your packing supplies like boxes, bubble wrap, packing tape, things like that, magic markers for marking those boxes. You want to label them, maybe even labels, so that you know exactly where everything is. You want to have a strategy, like a packing plan to organize your essentials, certainly, and well, everything. You want to make it easy to find, right? So start packing what you can. Take one room at a time. Do seasonal clothing or seasonal items. If it's summer, pack your winter stuff. If it's winter, pack away your summer stuff that you're not using right now. Don't forget to discontinue at this time your utilities and essential services. Hook them up with your new address as well. So you want to terminate yours where you are, like your hydro, which is electricity, gas, water, internet, phone, all of that. You want to terminate them on your moving date, and you want to hook them up in your new home for when you move in. You want to notify the banks, the post office. You want to make sure you notify your credit card companies. I know someone who moved and 2 years later received a new card, a replacement card, but it went to his old address. So that wasn't very convenient. And make sure that they know your change of address. If you're forwarding mail from your post office, you want to make sure you have the postal code in Toronto and have the words Toronto, Ontario, or sometimes it might be Etobicoke, for example, or North York. So you want to find out how to address your mail, how people should address mail to you. And of course, if you're moving into a place that has an elevator, you need to reserve it for that day and be careful. There are restrictions on dates and times when you can have that elevator, so find out in advance, okay? You want to get some help, reserve someone, put somebody on notice, and get them in to take care of the pets, or get the pets with them and small children for the day of, or maybe the days leading up to it. Whatever you need, make sure that your little ones and your pets are very well taken care of. 2 weeks out, you want to review plans with your moving company. You want to confirm any services that might be required on that day. You know, like if you're having the house cleaned, the property cleaned that you're leaving, or the one that you're going to. You want to take pictures of any valuables like furniture or maybe appliances to see the condition prior to the move, because if they get damaged during the move, you want to have photos to prove that they were not damaged prior to the move. Probably your moving company will also do this if there is a damage on an item, let's say a big scratch on your dining room table. They're going to identify that most likely before they even move it. You want to put room labels on your furniture, right on the furniture, and large items to help the movers identify where they're going to go, so that you're not being pulled in 100 directions on moving day. You probably will be anyways, but this could make it a little bit easier to say, this is in the basement rec room, or this is in the master bedroom. 1 week out, you want to finish packing everything up, all of your belongings. Make sure that the boxes are clearly labeled, especially your bed linens. Like seriously here, you are going to be tired. You are going to be eager for a good night's sleep after moving day. And you should do this in advance, because like as soon as you get there, I'll get to that. You will be tired. You don't want to be making the bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Or some other time. I mean, I'm snoring by then, not really, but you want to make sure that you pick up and assemble anything that you're going to need on moving day, like water bottles or snacks, or, scissors, garbage bags, more packing tape, whatever you need. Specify any perishable items so that you can store them immediately upon arriving at your new home, because, you want to make sure that anything needs to go into the freezer or the fridge is identified so that it doesn't sit there for hours, and that could be problematic and very unhealthy. Depending where you're coming from, you may not be taking anything that is perishable, but also be very aware of medications, whether it's for you, your family members, or your pets. You want to make sure that those are accessible and easy to find, and you know exactly where they are at all times. As a matter of fact, I would probably keep them in my bag, my purse, or a duffel bag or knapsack that I'm keeping with me. That's super important. Please remember that one. Make sure you know where the pet's other essential items are, like their bowls, their water bowls, their food bowls, their bed, their crates, their carriers, leash, collar, anything that you need for your pet. Please make sure that you have it ready, because they're important too. And then we have moving day. So what do you need to do? Well, you need to do a walkthrough of your old home first to make sure that everything has been removed and everything's clean, unless you have a special arrangement, but typically that's what you have to do. And you're going to remove all the garbage and recycling, okay? Then when you get to your new place, as I said, you're going to locate the bed linens first, and make sure you make your beds as soon as you can get your movers to move the beds and mattresses in. Make those beds, because before you know it, hours will slip by and you're going to be exhausted and looking at these mattresses that aren't ready for anybody to sleep in. So be comfortable. You want to enjoy your first night in your new home. Unpack your essential items and store the boxes that you don't need for a while, or you don't need to unpack today. Put them in the basement or the garage, or if you have a storage area, like if you're in a condo, you have a storage locker, or maybe you have offsite storage facility that you want to put some stuff in there, like lawn furniture if it's February, because in February in Toronto, you're not putting lawn furniture out, okay? You want to walk through your new place and make sure that everything has arrived, all your belongings, all of your furniture. You want to do it then. Maybe have a checklist of how many boxes, or how many kitchen boxes, so that way you can identify if there's a kitchen box missing. You could also go kitchen 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3. So that anybody that can look at the boxes know that we have box 1 of 3 and 3 of 3, but we don't have box 2 of 3. So that's a valuable tip as well. Then you want to recycle the empty boxes. I'm sure that you're aware of how to recycle boxes. They have to be flattened and stacked and tied together. You want to know when your garbage day is. Certainly, we have different days for pickups for your food waste, as well as recycling and then garbage. So you want to get that sorted and organized. I mean, you can wake up in the morning, or when you go to bed at night, you'll see all the bins out. Follow the color codes. If you're in Toronto, there's blue, there's gray, and there's green. Got to know what they're for. Then take some time for some nourishment, eat something, relax, take a breath, breathe deeply, and enjoy your first night in your new home. If you're getting ready to move in or around Toronto, please reach out to me with the information in the description below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with new videos. See ya.